Hey, good morning. Still waiting for my graphics to get complete, so I'm kind of at a stall phase with the body and the paint. So I decided to kind of go through some of what I got for parts here. Now, as most of you know, this car came to me as a basket case, and these are some of the baskets. Just kind of going through trying to figure out what I got, what I don't got, and there's a few interesting things in here that I am questioning. So I just kind of wanted to pick through what I have, try to figure it out, and figure out what I need to order. There's a number of sales going on right now for Labor Day, and I want to take advantage of some of them, but I don't want to order parts I don't need. Sometimes I'm ordering parts I've already ordered. So anyway, I don't need this, but I just thought it was interesting. I think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that's an original 67, 68 automatic floor shifter for the Firebirds. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. These panels, this is, what the hell is it, contingent number 1. I'm not sure where those go. I haven't run into this yet. I'm kind of thinking they coincide with this panel somehow, somewhere, up on the posts. But I don't know. Somebody could clue me in on that. I'd appreciate it. That's part number 1 of the What the Hell Is It series. These are 2 vents. I don't think I need either of these. But they were in this box. I'm not even sure they're for this car, but I don't know. I'm using the vintage air system, so it doesn't really matter to me. This looks like a transmission mount that's in really good shape, actually. So I have that too. Now this is cool. This, I believe, is an old aircraft safety belt from back in the 50s. This is what my grandfather used to use for racing belts. And of course, I wish it was complete because it's missing the shoulder straps and the side strap, but I just thought it's really cool. Of course, they're completely different now, but that's kind of vintage. And I've got what I believe is an original GM AM radio. She does the thing. It's got the knobs, the pre-selects. I'm told this works, but I have no idea. But nothing I'm going to use anyway. Now, over here, this is interesting. I don't know what this is. So this is the What the Hell Is It item number 2. I have not seen this anywhere. I don't know what it is. If anybody could help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. Now, this is kind of cool. This is the traditional fuel cap door, right? This is what I expect to see. It's a cast, I think what we used to call white metal piece. This one has a little finger hole in it, a little pull spot. I don't know if this is for a 68 or something instead of the 67. I've never seen one like that. So if anybody could clue me in on that, I'd appreciate it. But I've not seen those before, so I have no idea. Got some one old school seat belt with the chain link extensions. Those are cool. Don't know. I don't know what this is. Looks like maybe some sort of armrest support or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know if it's for this car. So that's the what is it, part number 3. That would be cool if I could get some information on that. This is an old charcoal canister. I know that because there's charcoal pouring out of it. Won't be using that, but just curious where that went or what it was, what system that plugged into. So got to figure that out. This is either broken or has just come apart, but I've got to rebuild all these. The windshield, the corner vent frames, I've got both of them. I got to look through what I got for the other glass here. So I've got all new glass for it, but I gotta make sure I have all the tracks and the pieces that I need. So other than that, the only other thing that I've got that came with it are the old seats and the convertible top, which is really seen better days, but I don't know. I've got to tear that all apart and see if it's even usable. So I'm going to keep digging through this stuff and see what I got, but those are the first few pieces I'd like to understand what they are and where they go. But I believe this is an armrest support, but I don't know that. Anyway, the rest of the stuff I've got in various boxes laying around. You've got an old school jack, bumper jack, which I probably won't use, but I'm going to put in the trunk anyway because it'll look cool. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing today. I was just trying to dig through everything, reorganize stuff, understand what I have and what I don't have and what I need to get. Okay, so these are the quarter windows. I've got both of them. I've got mouse shit all over everything. I've got both of these tracks and the bracket for the window. These obviously got to be taken apart, cleaned up, and rebuilt. I think I will have better luck doing that than replacing them. So, you know, a little quality time in the sandblaster and then epoxy and do whatever I got to do to them. But those appear complete. I have the regulators in the shop. The other windows have some other plates on the bottom of them. I've got to go look and see what else I've got. I've got another whole box of door, window regulators and parts. I've got to figure out what I got. So let's go into the shop and figure out what else I'm looking at. Okay, so this, my buddy Louie over at First Generation Garage tells me are the wire gutter covers for the convertibles. Those have all got to be cleaned up and treated. And I believe these are the window regulators for the quarter windows. Speaking of Louie, check that out. Louie sent that to me. I've been meaning to ask him where he gets those flags, and all of a sudden one turns up. So thank you, Louie. It's pretty awesome. Been decorating, as you can see. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to pull out the other box of door parts I have and see if I have a track that matches this, because I have no idea what this is or where it goes. I'm assuming it's a door window track, but I could be wrong. If I am, please comment. But yeah, these window regulators all need to be cleaned up, lubed up, you know, treated. They're all galvanized, so I don't think, not sure what I'm going to do. I might just hit them with some phospho and then just clear the rusted areas or the phosphoed areas. I don't know. But I want to clean them up, get them working perfectly before I try to put them back in to make sure that they're okay. All of these things I can be doing while I wait. You can see I've pulled out all my boxes. I found an original windshield wash fluid tank. It's kind of gross and dirty. I'm hoping I can clean that up. We'll see how well that comes back. Otherwise, they're like $20. I'll have a new one. But I try to organize things like this is all the pedals and hydraulics and clutch, brake booster, master cylinder stuff. That is front bumper and grill mounting. This is engine compartment. What is this one? This one is dash. That's all the dash components. I've got them for everything. Interior trim, exterior trim, brake line, headlights, tail lights, you know. Just try to keep things organized and put away, because you can see it just stacks up fast. I got parts everywhere. But, you know, as we approach life after paint, this stuff is all going to start to become relevant. And like I said, if the more stuff that I know I need and I can pick up ahead of time, the better. Otherwise, I'm just, you know, waiting for parts all the time. So that's next. I'm going to pull out the door regulators and all the parts I have for the interior of the doors and see what I got. All right, so opened up my other box. This is a wiper transmission, obviously. I got my door latch openers. Just those look fine. They just need to be cleaned up and rust prevented somehow. I've got a door window regulator, which is a little troubling because I have one. And these, I did find the matching, I believe that's the rear window track. I mean, front window, but rear track for the front window. So I'm gonna go dig back through the other glass that I have and just by chance see if that other regulator is still on the window. Could be, or wrapped up in those blankets. I haven't looked too closely. Otherwise, I will be looking for one of those. But anyway, this was in there too. That's a convertible tack trap, which is pretty well shot. So I'm gonna spend some time looking for that, taking apart what I have to take apart on the old glass, get some good pictures, some videos, and then I'm going to start cleaning and repainting or sealing this stuff. You can see it's been painted, you know, the car was painted, these pieces were, you know, left right in there. So, you know, I got to look and see what I need for different, you know, little rolly bits. So that's my plan. I'll let you know what I find. Okay, I pulled apart the rear quarter windows and this frame here for the front vent window. This little screw up here had come out and it got a little tweaked. I think I can save it though. I've just got to do a little metal work, flatten it out here and there. It doesn't look horrible, so I think I can fix it, I hope. Otherwise I'll have to replace that too. It turns out I do only have one door regulator, so I'm gonna have to order those. And this mounting rail is pretty screwed too, so yeah, it's gonna have to happen. I put all the small parts from the rear quarter windows in the tumbler. Those will be all cleaned up by tomorrow, and I will treat those and then start sandblasting some of these smaller parts and getting them cleaned up and ready for paint or sealing or whatever I decide to do on that. They're all galvanized, so not really sure what the best treatment is. I'll do a little research on that tonight. But yeah, that's basically it. I've just kind of gone through my parts out there, figured out what I need. Got an order with Classic going right now because they have a 25% off sale for Labor Day, so I don't want to miss out on that. So I think this was my only question mark. Do I replace this or not? These are like 120 bucks a piece, but I really don't see anything wrong with this. The track for it came with the seal kit that I bought, so I have this the track, so I think it'll be fine. It's not bent or warped or anything. It's just this part up here got a little tweaked when that screw came out, and it got bent. So got to pull apart the vent windows from their frames. I'll get all this cleaned up. These cast pieces are pretty good shape. There's a little tiny bit of pitting up here, but I think once I clean that up, it won't be horrible at all. And of course I got all the seals for this too. So, and I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to black out the chrome on this or just leave it all chrome. So we'll see. But that would obviously have to be blacked out as well if I do decide to do that. So I don't know, we'll see. I think that's going to wrap up this video. Again, I'm just kind of going through parts. I have a few parts that I don't know what they are or where they go, due to the basket case nature. But I have all this glass. I've got new glass. This is all clear, but it's not in horrible shape. It's got some scratches, but I'm not going to use it, so I'll probably just move that along to somebody that can use it. Of course, this is all 67 glass. So anyway, that means it has the little vent windows, you know, the AC from 67. Anyway, good to go. I think that'll do it for today. I'm going to go finish up these orders and get them submitted to Classic and see what happens later.